Saluatus, my name is Nurhaliana Izzati binti Hamdam. My matrix number is 2022-AX0432.
Annyeonghaseyo Yorobun. My name is Emilia Nadia binti Zulkifli. My matric number is 2022460434.
Konnichiwa. My name is Nur Iman binti Dila. My matric number is 2022603718.
Sawati Chan Nur Fajira binti Mama Fusi Lau Melek Matric Kong Chan Ke Song Sun Song Song Huk Nung Kau Si.
A few moments later.
We back it on
Since social media makes it frequently easier and easier to communicate, obtain information and provide information, this kind of website have grown to be necessary instruments in education and play a significant part in the lives of all students. With this platform, tutors and students can improve their learning and teaching experience by building connections with one another.
According to this study, which focus on how social media affects university students, it can have both beneficial and bad effects, depending on how they use it. To obtain knowledge and generate fresh ideas, people can always turn to others who have either been in the same situation or have conducted similar study when they are having trouble locating information. Social media use, however, can also have negative effects on students, interfering with their sleep, making them more prone to bullying, and interfering with their ability to focus when studying.
The next point is scope of study. The purpose is to introduce our strategies to conduct the survey.
First of all, the scope of study focuses on university students in Malaysia. Next, the study utilizes an online questionnaire, WhatsApp and Instagram. Furthermore, the target audience was potentially limited due to the utilization of social media platforms. In addition, every student had a deadline to submit their submission, which created a time limitation for many participants. Last but not least, time was a limiting factor for many students and the study as a whole.
Next is methodology. The first one is population. It consists of all students from university in Malaysia. Same goes for sample. It consists of 103 students from university in Malaysia too. The third one is sampling technique. We use convenience sampling. And the fourth one is data collection method. We use online survey like Google Form and we share them using social media platforms such as Instagram and WhatsApp.
So in this study, we would like to know whether students find social media is the best solution when they are struggle with a lack of knowledge when they learn it. As you can see on the pie chart, 90.3%, which is equal to 93 students answer yes when we ask if social media is best resource for them to use when they are having trouble in learning, need to find an information for an assignment or research project. So the remaining, which is 9.7%, which is equal to 10 students answered no.
Based on the bar chart above, the total of introverted respondents are 95 students. It shows that most of the students agree with social media as a helpful tool for them to study. Introvert persons tend to study alone using social media as a learning platform for them. Meanwhile, the other 9 respondents may have concern regarding the effectiveness of social media in their learning session.
One, social media. So, partial of students respond on why are students more fond of browsing social media to find information than reading scientific material like books. The pie chart illustrates the preference of university students regarding using social media over reading scientific material for information. Among 77 respondents, 40 choose easy access and 28 select saving time and cost. The remaining 9 students cite more information and detail as reason. The bar chart visually showcases a powerful and straightforward factor influencing student tendency toward browsing social media for information.
The bar chart shows student responses about positive implication that students will face on the use of social media. Here are 78 students vote for social media that make them easier to do research. Then, 16 students thought that social media can boost in self-esteem. Additionally, only 19 students vote for these abilities become almost invisible.
For negative implication that students will face on the use of social media, we have provided 3 answer options consisting of decrease in communication skills, causes distractions in learning session, and last one is cyberbullying. Based on the survey conduct, we found that 53 students think that social media can actually be the causes of distractions in their learning sessions, Among that, 26 students choose cyberbully and 24 students choose that social media can decrease their communication skills. This shows that the use of social media should be controlled as not to affect students' behavior too much.
So now we would like to find what is the favorite platform that students usually use to find and information. As we can see on the bar chart, 78 students choose TikTok as their first choice, and the second choice is YouTube with 9 of students. This is because it has a trending content on this, and most of the teacher they usually use this to post an educational content, because they are already aware that most of the students prefer to watch video over reading your library books and so on. So as you can see, there are 2 platforms that students not really use to find an information, which is X with 20 students and Facebook with stats of students.
Next, this pie chart of student response on this social media helps students to get information during pandemic COVID-19. So, out of 103 university students surveyed, only 101 confirmed that social media helped them in obtaining information, while the other 2 expressed a contrary opinion. So, the overwhelming majority supporting its usefulness is evidenced in the pie chart.
So as you can see here, we use less than or give to show how much time spent by students in surfing social media during their online class. And according to the or give, you can see that the line is increasing, where the minimum value of skill chosen by respondents for time spent is 1, where the number of students is 2 students only. Meanwhile, the highest skill that have been chosen is 4, with the total number of students is 34 students. So based on this or give, we can conclude that most of students, they surfing social media during the online class, and this can lead to unfocused and unconcentrated in their learning sessions, and I think it should be avoided.
As for recommendations, the first one is create a schedule and stick to it with specific time block for studying, social media use, exercise, leisure activity, and more. The second one is track screen time and be aware of the impact on other commitments. Regular breaks and reflections are important for managing social media time. And the third one is set clear boundaries and limitations on social media use, limiting it during the day and during study time.
Well, lastly is for conclusion. According to the finding of a study on the impact of social media on university students, more than half of the respondents were female and single, with many UiTM students among them. The majority of students think social media is a useful tool for them to find study-related information. On the other hand, it can also affect students during lessons in both positive and negative ways. Introverts often struggle with connecting and engaging with others, and 74.8% reported feeling of depression and anxiety as a side effect. Because to the COVID-19 pandemic, students were forced to study online, leading to a preference for social media over traditional resources such as academic journals. While social media can interfere with focus, it can also help students access knowledge quickly. Therefore, students must use social media wisely to avoid waste time.